Cage Minds, Micah Frankel. We're having a local event June 17th, Tapia Promotions, Paradise Hills Golf Course, and it's going to be a decade since the passing of Johnny Tapia. It's going to be an emotional night. Getting to be on that card. We haven't seen him in a long time. Last time we saw him, he was winning his first professional title belt. Matthew Griego is going to be back in action. He's joining us right now. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just, getting the work in, getting my weight down. I'm pretty close. So doing good, feeling good, ready.
And I should have mentioned it. The Diamond Boy is joining us from Las Vegas, Nevada. He's been out there training with Salas Boxing, a familiar name to a lot of New Mexico fans. The Connection, Brian Mendoza. What has it been like for you, this experience working with that team there at Salas?
It's great, man. I mean, everyone has the same goal. There's champions walking in and out of that gym. Promoters walk in and out of that gym. Everyone works hard, and it's a great environment. I've learned some new things, and I'm excited to put them to the test.
Does it feel like a day at the gym is more like a day at the office, is more like a 9-to-5 job now being out there?
It's a lot better. Yeah. I mean, we go to the gym in the morning, and then I get my workout in the night as well. So it's good. It's been real good. I mean, I don't really have to worry about work or anything like that. It's just focusing on the gym and getting ready for the fight. So it's been nice.
Right. How awesome is that to get to fully live that? And I don't want to say it's the same level as an NBA, MLB player, but you get to be a pro athlete right now. You're not at the barbershop all day. And I know there's nothing against a hard day of work, but when you're training to fight, I figure it's easy just concentrating on a fight.
Oh yeah, it's a lot easier. I mean, obviously I don't only have that. I mean, I have my baby girl obviously look with me right now. So that's another full-time job in itself. I mean, obviously mama's here. She's just working right now. So I help out whenever I'm out of the gym, and it's fun, man. It's nice and relaxing to chill with my baby, and also motivating because I mean, that's now what I'm fighting for. So
how did fatherhood affect you, change you in ways that you didn't expect?
Man, I'm so more motivated. I matured a lot after having her. I mean, I don't have to remind myself to go run. I look at her and I'm like, okay, let's go get this run in. Push a little harder. Sparring, I'm like, I picture her in my head, and that's the reason I'm doing everything. So she's such a motivation to me that it just changed my whole life, and that's my why now. I don't have to search for that why in my head. Like, she is my why. So it's pretty amazing.
You got a why, but also, as great as fatherhood is, going to take you away from that for a moment. It's been a pain for you trying to find a fight. What's kept you dedicated to this dream of boxing? Because just throughout the pandemic, man, we heard your name was going to be on a lot of cards, and it was just never working out.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's part of boxing. I mean, it has a lot to do with my weight division as well, which is tough to find opponents and tough to get on cards. And I mean, just opportunities come and then opportunities go. And it's like, during the pandemic, I mean, I had my biggest fight right before, won that title that you were talking about. And I thought I was going to get going, but then everything locked down for the pandemic. And then I come out here and I start training. Well, before I came out here, I broke my wrist. I don't know if you knew that or anyone knew that, but I broke my wrist. I got bit by my own dog. He's a pit bull, and I broke my wrist. So I had to heal from that. It was hard to get back in the gym, and I just feel like one thing was happening after another, and it was pretty stressful, And then during the time that I had my wrist broke, I found out I was going to be a father. So that sparked up my energy and my motivation to get back in the gym, and that's when we actually decided to come out here and try something new and opportunities. And we came out here for about 5 months, and I liked it. I mean, the training's nice. It's a nice environment. Like I said, there's champions walking in and out of the gym all the time, and I mean, Brian's out here as well, so that's helpful. One of my buddies, and I had some opportunities that I was supposed to fight on, which it didn't quite work out. My baby was being born right by the fight, and the fight ended up not really happening. They pushed it back. So I was like, I'm honestly going to go focus on having my baby. We went back to Albuquerque, had my baby, stood out there, enjoyed her for a little bit, got back in the gym about 2 weeks after and started pushing it. And I knew something was going to come. I just didn't know when or what. I just knew I had to be ready. And, you know, we got a hold of Teresa Tapia. While she reached out, we reached out as well. It was kind of weird because we kind of simultaneously reached out to each other. And she offered me a card in July. There was something going on in July. And I was like, honestly, like, I'm ready to fight sooner. I know you guys are having that card. And they were like, it's going to be hard to get you on. That was about, because I was added late. I don't know if you guys noticed the poster changed quite a few times. I was added late. So it was tough. I didn't know if I was going to get an opponent, but I just was like, I'm going to get out to Vegas and finish up camp just in case anything lands. And we had Gilberto Mendoza already kind of in the works, but he wanted some money. So we had to make that happen. And so now it's just go time. It's time to get back in there and show what I've learned. And you know, I've gotten better.
So what was the first recovery from a major injury, like talking about that wrist?
It was stressful, man, because I didn't know how it was gonna be. I didn't know how it was gonna feel whenever it did heal, and it wasn't a bad break, thank God. And when I found out I was having a baby, you know, nothing else really mattered. It was just about that, and it really helped me get out of my little depression, I guess you could say. I was kind of pissed off, and everything was just going wrong. So something went right, and she motivated me to keep pushing, and you know, we got some big things coming, hopefully.
Talking about big things in the works, I've heard there's even been to the point where your dad is going to throw his hat into the promoter ring. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. He has his promoter's license. He got it a while back, and it didn't quite work out. But you know, everything happens for a reason, and he kept his license. We just had to renew it this year, re-register, and I mean, I wasn't getting fights, so I was like, let's just throw one, and we'll go from there. I mean, the Perez's are doing it, and they're doing a great job. Their shows are nice. I mean, they're taking care of their boys, and my dad was like, we could do the same thing, you know, like, let's just give it a go. What could we lose? I know I could, you know, sell tickets, and I know we could get people on the card to sell tickets. That's really the main part. I mean, there's a lot to it, so it's not easy. We got some help, and hopefully that'll be going September. And like I said, working with Teresa as well, we'll get moving. We'll get the ball rolling, and hopefully I'll be fighting at least 3 times by the end of the year.
Man, so you're hoping to get 4 fights in the year would be optimal?
Yeah, that would be very optimal. That's very possible.
So have you guys thought of a name yet? Are we going Ortega Promotions? Do we got Diamond Boy Promotions? Have you guys actually put a name yet fully to the promotion, or still in the works?
Well, so right now the name, it's Wrecking Crew Promotions. That idea came from you know, Fidel Maldonado, another trainer and mentor of mine, and somebody I really appreciate. Came from him, and that was a name that we went with whenever we were going to throw a show. And you know, the commissioners were we were going to change it to Diamond Boy Promotions, which we probably will sooner or later, but we like Wrecking Crew Promotions anyways. It sounds great, and it represents us in a cool way. So we'll stick with that for the rest of the year, and maybe next year we'll change it up, but hopefully we get going and keep it going.
So if people don't understand the caliber of competition that you're going to be facing here on June 17th, everybody, at the Paradise Hills Golf Course, Gilberto Mendoza has fought here locally. We saw him, I believe, a pair of times back in 2015. Yes, back-to-back fights against Tony Valdez. So he's a familiar name. He is a tough out, a wily veteran. And if you look him up, his last fight was against Andrew Maloney. I mean, you're taking on a name here who has a lot of experience, and he's fought some tough dudes.
Yeah, he really has. Well, that's really what I was looking for. I mean, my last fight was tough. I fought a tough competitor in Geronimo Bodes, and I kind of didn't want to go backwards. I mean, I know I haven't fought in 2 years, but being out here, the sparring I've been getting and the work I've been getting, I feel like I've grown as a person and a man and a fighter, matured, and I want to go take out somebody, you know, that's that's gonna be tough. That's not gonna be no easy fight. So we'll see how it goes. I know he's gonna come, and I'm expecting a war. I'm ready for a war because I know he's been in there with tough dudes, and I mean, I'm another tough dude he's gonna be in there with. So
A tough guy. Do you think there's a lot to gain, obviously, in a showcasing when you look at the guy I just mentioned that his last fight was against? You think you make a statement if you get him out of there faster?
oh yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously I'm not going for the knockout. I'm gonna go in there and make sure I'm ahead on the scorecards and just box and have fun and do what I do best and make him uncomfortable, hopefully. And because he has a lot of experience, like I said, I mean, he has a lot of fights and he's fought in tough dudes and he's been touched by really tough dudes and he doesn't really get stopped too often. So hopefully we can make a impression on everybody after we beat him, whether it's decision or whether we take him out. Like you said, he just fought Andrew Maloney on ESPN, so it'll look good.
11-0. Is it the record? Is it your age? Is it your daughter? What makes right now that moment where I feel like there's a giant green light in front of you, where you see this is the moment where you're this is your time to make the move?
It's my daughter. I mean, it's my daughter and it's my age. You know, I have her now to provide for, and I'm 26. You know, time flies so fast, and it seems like now that she got here, it's even flying faster. So I don't have a lot of time, and the way it's been going, I fight here and there's a layoff, and I fight here and there's a layoff. I can't afford that anymore. I have to start taking out some of these guys that are going to be tough, and you know, to get me up in the rankings so I could get some shots at some bigger things. And you know, this is the start of that.
What do you think, if you can tell us or allude to, is going to be most impressive about this new version of Diamond Boy that we're going to see here June 17th? It's been quite a while. I mean, you alluded to it. I was about ready to go on vacation. We're doing your fight, and then I'm on vacation. A pandemic breaks out. Here we are, like 2 years later, still waiting to see you fight again.
Yeah, I think I'm more composed, patient. I'm more patient. I mean, I still have the skills of a boxer, you know, bouncing around the ring and my footwork and making people miss. But I think coming to Vegas and sparring these guys has turned me into a little bit more of an animal as far as, you know, pushing forward a little bit, pushing the pace and throwing more shots and a little bit more powerful. I mean, I'm 26 now too, so that's part of the power coming behind it as well. You know, just a different level, I believe, and hopefully we can show that against Gilberto Mendoza, who is going to be a tough, durable opponent.
How big has Brian being in Vegas, him and his family being there, helped you in getting, you know, just used to the city, used to the gym? How big of a help have they been?
It's been great. You know, Brian, whenever I first came out here, he made me feel real comfortable, and I happened to train at the same time as him, which made it cool. I got close to him and another fighter out here, Abram. I got real close to both of them, and it helped me get comfortable with the team. And you know, Ismael Salas is really cool and comforting, and it's a really good environment. You know, they make you feel real welcome and at home. So it helped me adjust a lot. And then, I mean, just coming out here and being out here with my wife, being able to come out here and be with us, and it makes it a whole lot easier. I don't have to be away from them. I don't have to be away from my baby. I go and get my work done. I get to come home and smile at my baby and relax. So it's cool. I'm more than ready. I just can't wait to go and show everybody what I've been working on.